Okay, Tether news, guys. We're getting some. And guess what? Tether is in a lawsuit. Wow, who would have thought? The scam stablecoin of the year. And you know it's funny because people will defend Tether. People will defend Tether because they know Tether pumps their bags in the back of their head. So they're just out here and they're like, oh, Tether's good. Tether's the good guy. Don't worry about Tether. You know, defending Tether by all means necessary. Listen, I'm long this market right now. I'm bullish on this market right now. If this thing corrects even more, I'm loading up more. Like I know what's happening. You know, I feel like I definitely know financial advice just for me. You know what I'm saying? But let's be honest here, okay? Tether's a scam, and people will defend it to the end. But we know what's happening, and even in their own terms of service, they say we will not issue Tether for BTC. Only money will be accepted. Right? That's what they say. Yet the Celsius lawsuit reminds that Tether made 812 million USDC available to Celsius in exchange for BTC collateral. Broke their own terms of service. Who's surprised by this, guys? Who's surprised by this? Like, you think, and some people are new to the space and they just look at Tether and they're like, oh, US dollar. Like, has to be safe. 115 billion market cap? This has to be safe. No, it's actually not. And, you know, it's just clear. I'm going to show you guys in this video again. But soon we're going to stop talking. Soon we're going to stop talking about Tether and let Tether do its thing. Tether going to pump up the markets? Hey, I ain't going to say no to that. I'm not going to say no to that. And things, and I'm actually kind of optimistic a little bit for how Tether's going to get out of here. And we know Tether's on the way out. 100%. You can, like, I'm going to show you guys in this video that Tether will be gone within like the next 5 years. I think almost certainly. So basically the Celsius lawsuit's kind of funny too because you know, Celsius isn't really very reputable. They're not really the good guys if you know anything about what happened with Celsius. And they're confident enough to come out here and throw a lawsuit on Tether. They're confident enough to do that. So how bad does Tether have to be that basically Celsius is able to come out here with the confidence to go out against Tether? What do they know about Tether? Right? Come on, let's be serious here. And for the people saying, oh, but Tether's audited. No. Back in 2021, Tether stated that their audit was months, not years away. It's 2024. Tether has not released any legitimate audit and never will because they intentionally destroy records after being sued for fraud and market manipulation, which they did. And some people who are Tether supporters will say, oh, but look what happened with those lawsuits. You know, some of them got thrown out, whatever. No, look at actually the contents of the lawsuit and look at the reasons why they got thrown out. Okay, actually look at them yourselves, read it, and then go back and make an opinion on how credible Tether is. It's not. Tether's so-called compliance push is complete BS, just like their audit. Tether has not had an audit. Some people are saying Tether has had an audit. You guys are crazy. Yeah, it's wild. Anyways, it's impossible for Tether to come into compliance without preemptively freezing every Tether address until they have the full KYC AML of everyone holding Tether tokens. I don't know about all that, but I'm telling you guys, it ain't happening. Tether is not going to ever survive regulations because they already aren't. MiCA came out. And you want to hear what Tether CEO has to say about that? The problem that I have with MiCA is that instead of making the system more secure, it's actually creating an incredibly big systematic risk. The MiCA regulation, which took effect on June 30th, imposes stringent limitations on stablecoin operations across the European Economic Area. Notably, it mandates that at least 60% of reserves backing stablecoins must be held in EU bank accounts. But that's a problem for Tether, you know? Because if they have to hold 60% reserves, how can they just print in thin air? That's what I get from it. USDC had no problem. Look at their system, right? Look, this is their circulating supply. Look at how it comes out. It's not. This doesn't look egregious or crazy. Just so you guys can see, I forgot I got to kind of move the screen a little bit so you guys can see things properly. And then look at Tether's, right? Yeah, that's a different league of what's happening here. And you may say, well, more people use Tether. You're right, more people use Tether, sure. But at the same time, people aren't going to be using Tether for long because as these regulations, stablecoin regulations pass, exchanges that are legit exchanges can't offer They can't offer Tether. They can't offer USDT. So that's really positive because this is kind of letting us know kind of how things are probably going to play out. It's probably going to be a slow death as long as no huge like information within that lawsuit or any other lawsuit comes out with Tether that just like it makes it implode, and we should be okay, right? We should be okay. We should just see Tether slowly die out. They might pump the market. I'll take it, whatever. I don't like it. I'd rather just market be more legit. But let's be honest, like dumb stuff's running up all the time. Like dumb stuff's like Solana is probably going to crash in the future. Might not be this year, might not be next year, might not be 5 years from now, but 10 years is probably not going to be around. Ethereum, come on, guys. So certain things win because certain things win. Not the best of the best wins yet, but probably will in the future. Just like we're seeing here, slowly Tether is gonna be gone. And last thing I want to say, I don't know the credibility of the author of this, but this is just funny. A new study finds that using USDT supply data to time Bitcoin's market entries and exits can increase ROI 229%. I wonder why. Okay, it's just funny, guys. But either way, Tether out the door. This is looking good. USDC moving up. Makes me more bullish on Stellar because we know the best to use USDC on, I believe, is Stellar because the on and off ramps with the anchors, which we're going to talk about in another video. But yeah, looking really good. I'm pretty positive about the direction of the stablecoin market. Tether seems like it's actually going to survive a bit longer, but slowly, hopefully, get phased out. And slowly, people are going to either use Ripple stablecoin or they're going to use USDC, and the market's going to survive. So we may get Tether to pump up the market a little bit more. We'll take it, and then hopefully we move to legit stablecoins after, like, we're going to have a bull run. After the bull run, a bear market, and then hopefully in that bear market, Tether's gone, and we're just using legit stablecoins. So, but Tether's still sketchy, you know. Like who knows what can happen with this thing, but we're okay for now.